This is Moonshine and Music with Joe Shelton. Wait a minute, that's me. Anyway, we're going to bring you some inspiring songwriters, musicians, and maybe some side challenges and other stuff around the music industry. So stick with us right now, because the show is coming your way. Woo! Moonshine and Music starts right now. All right, welcome to Moonshine and Music. We're here today with Jeremy Crumbaugh.
Hey, Joe.
Did I pronounce that right?
You got it right, Jeremy Crumbaugh. Yeah.
I win.
Yeah,
How are you doing? It's good to have you on the
doing great,
set.
man. Happy to be here.
I've been hearing your songs. Occasionally, you fill in for me, like you are this Thursday, which will, like when this airs, be far in the past as the open mic host. So it's really good to have you on the show. It's nice to have some folks that kind of know, and sometimes I have folks I don't know at all, and so it's interesting to have you on today. Do you have any expectations? I know you've seen some of them.
I know there could be a little hijinks later on.
There will be hijinks.
To me, this is kind of like the modern day equivalent of being on Letterman.
Oh, well, don't even no. I'm not Letterman, but thank you.
Just take it.
I'll try. It's a struggle. Letterman is awesome. We'd love to have Letterman on, by the way. David Letterman, if you're interested in any way, come to the show. Anyway, I actually, oddly, used to work at the same radio station that Letterman worked at in Muncie. I was a DJ on the same one. It was WERK in Muncie. He was there in the early 70s, and I was there 20 years later. Same station, same studio. So I think he was a little more successful after that than I was, but that's okay. He's a bazillionaire, and I'm not.
Well,
but,
success
whatever.
is a relative thing, right?
Yeah, I think so. But so tell me a little bit about you. Where'd you come from? What kind of stock are you from? Where'd you grow up?
Well, I came from pretty much right around here. I grew up south of Indianapolis in a town that at the time was called New Whiteland.
New Whiteland.
Because regular Whiteland was just on the other side of 31.
Right.
So now I think they just all go by the same. So, but yeah, I went there and then kind of slowly kind of migrated, kind of maybe about an hour north now to Fishers, Indiana. So grew up, my mom wanted all of her kids to take piano lessons because that was one of her lifelong dreams, was that she wanted to be able to play piano. So since she never had that, she bought a piano, and so we all took piano lessons. And so I just kind of took that a little bit further.
Did she take them with you?
No, she did not.
Oh, man. I mean, she missed an opportunity, right?
Yeah, that she did, yeah.
So I haven't seen you play piano. You just played guitar in my presence. Do you still hack around on the piano too?
I still play. So, in fact, at home I have the piano that I grew up with. So.
Oh wow, that's really
kind of
cool.
like me and that piano have lived together longer than anything else I've lived with. So.
What sort of piano is it?
It is a old Wurlitzer upright.
Yeah. Like the like you see in thousands of living rooms in the Midwest. That sort of model.
Uh-huh.
Not like the school model where it's really tall.
Yeah. It's kind of. I think technically it's Spinet piano.
Spinet. Okay. Yeah. I mean, and do you have problems keeping it in tune or anything? I know a lot of those old ones, man. They
They could use a little bit of love. So it's been moved around a few times and it has not been tuned up. So.
That's if it's only kind of, then it's really good.
Yeah.
It's really cool when they have just a little bit off, right?
Yeah.
Like you hit that low G and it's a little bit Yankee or whatever. It just adds some color. I like that. So, did you originally start writing songs when you were doing the piano lesson thing, or when did that come later?
No, not really. I remember going to a church camp and writing a song at that point in time, but kind of the songwriting was just something that's come along here in the past 4 or 5 years.
Oh, really?
So
okay.
Much like the playing guitar.
Uh-huh.
And so it'd been something where I actually went to school for music and had enough classical music in my head and taught a few piano lessons and things like that. But as we know, unfortunately, music's not the best way to make a living, so kind of life sends us different directions. But then a few years ago, my wife Rachel just said, hey, you know what? you need to get back into this music thing. And so started exploring that. Her mom plays guitar, and so we had a guitar just laying around the house. I picked that up and started learning a few chords, and then later on, a song just came out.
Well, that's really cool. So when you were, I mean, that's some sort of like me. I didn't start playing guitar until I started on piano. Started playing guitar later. Is it what happened in the in between? You know, all those years in there. You said you had taught a couple lessons or whatever. What else did you do that got you through the day?
Well, it kind of gets me through the day, but it fills up the day. Is I'm an investment advisor, so I help people manage their finances and figure out how to accumulate and enough money to be able to retire, and then.
So you don't advise any of them to become musicians? Is that?
No, not really. So.
That's good, solid investment advice, I think. So I mean, I can understand because, you know, if you work in an office and things during the day, having that creative outlet is really good, you know, way to express yourself, you know?
Yeah, because one of the things that I really found was, you know, with music that you don't quite get from the corporate world is, you know, the corporate world, you know, you do something, you finish it, but you're never really done.
Right.
You know, you just kind of go on to the next thing and start over. Yeah. Or kind of you finish out the year and like, hey, you kind of dump that year's results out and you fill the bucket back up again. So whereas, again, when you write a song, you record it or anything like that, you have that feeling that you've completed something. And it's something, even if it's just kind of your wife or two or three friends, or, you know, maybe a couple other people, you can say, hey, here's what I did. Look at what I made.
Right.
And I think that's something that's kind of missing in today's world, today's society, is that feeling like you really made or created something.
Well, yeah, and I mean, in today's society, right, there's like things that no matter what you do, people seem to go, okay, well, what are you going to do for me now? You know, and especially in the business world, right? What's your results this year? You made whatever last year. What's going to happen now?
Exactly, yeah.
So, but, you know, I mean, with the song, whatever you get, you have that forever. I see that. That's really cool. Are you performing a lot of shows? I don't know. I've seen a couple that you've played, but do you feel like you want to do more of that, or is it I just strictly want to write kind of songs and do a show occasionally?
I've been doing more shows this year, so that was one of my goals this year, was to get out and do some shows. And so Books and Brews obviously has been very helpful with that. So I've been probably played 5 or 6 at various locations around the city, and then branching out into other locations. So I really enjoy that because it gives you an opportunity to test out songs, and I find that probably playing those shows is less pressure than, say, doing an open mic.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because you go play for someone on a Friday or Saturday night, and they're more interested in their phone or their beer or their dinner or the people around them than what you have going on. And
so they're not paying attention as much.
Yeah. But then that it really kind of gives you that challenge and accomplishment to really, oh man, I made them notice me, or they were happy enough to want to drop a buck in the tip jar, or grab a CD or something like that. You kind of get a little more of that feeling, whereas typically open mics, you'll get a little bit of that attitude as well, but you have people are kind of there's more eyeballs on you. So
well, and at the open mic you got a lot of musicians in front of you, and sometimes I guess that can be a little intimidating, right? Especially if you get into a lineup at an open mic that's just there's been times where I'm like, okay, all 9 of these people in this line here with me are really good. I'm gonna have to bring my A game today, right?
Right.
You know, sometimes the open mic, you get a crapshoot, and it's like, okay, well, whatever I do will be fine. And then the other times you get in there, and there's like, 6 artists in a row that like would fill up the room if they were there playing, just on their own. And suddenly they're at the open mic for whatever reason, and you got to play behind them. I can see that pressure.
Yeah.
What do you do for song ideas? I mean, do you have like, just, is it from stuff that comes from your life or your work, or is it hey, you pick a topic and go with it, or you observe something? What's your insight there? How do you
kind of where some of that inspiration comes from? Yeah, some of it is autobiographical, and then it's just sometimes like something you'll hear someone say, a little phrase or something like that, and you just grab that, throw it in the phone memo, and then try to build off of that.
So you use the phone memo app a lot?
Yeah, a little notes app, and so sometimes I'll go through, and then later on I'll see something that I wrote down of some kind of random phrase or sentence that makes absolutely no sense 6 months later. But then there's other times where you just kind of connect the dots, and I find sometimes when I write.
So you have do you have like a thing of song snips, like little pieces? I find I do, like I'll do that same thing, and then like I'll go back later and there's like 43 little files with a bunch of like 2 lines in them or whatever. Like pieces of song.
Yeah, so I'll have the notes, and then on the little recorder, I'll find something where I'll play something, and
that was cool. I need to record that, and then like 6 months later, you're like, I recorded that. What?
Yeah, but
Or
sometimes you do
out,
that. You do that stuff, and sometimes you'll kind of get an idea, and hey, it just all comes out, and an hour or 2 hours later, you have a song.
Right.
But then there's also sometimes it's kind of like putting together Legos, where you're like, oh, I got this cool little piece here that I put together like 6 months ago. That works well with this other thing, and you kind of start to mash them together and take the pieces apart and put them back together. And I find I usually get more satisfaction and feel a little more confident with those songs rather than the ones that come together
fast.
all at once. Yeah.
It's like it's almost too good to be true. Is that what you're feeling?
Yeah, maybe too good to be true, or maybe. And I think sometimes maybe it's something that other songwriters struggle with, but sometimes you think, well, maybe is this too simple, or too trite, or too straightforward?
Yeah, I mean, it's always it's a self-doubt game, right?
Yeah.
What do you doubt yourself? Do you doubt your, right? I mean, that's what I think. It happens to me too, I guess. Well, this is the point in the show where we get a little bit goofy.
All right.
The hijinks part of the program. If you scoot this way a little bit, we're going to bring in the Moonshine Genie today. And being as Brent Lee Smith is a stand-up comedian, he does bring to the table some other skills. Like he's a guru, he's a trivia master, and he's the Moonshine Genie.
That is all true.
Very good. Is Robin Williams going to come out of that?
Not if we can help it. Can't have anybody here funnier than me. No, I just
doesn't want anybody here that's funnier than him.
Yeah, I mean, this is my only gig right now, so I can't lose it.
I understand.
Yeah, my doctor recommended getting a neti pot, and I got this, and then I found out I had magic in it. You ready for some magic?
Yeah.
Your doctor, hold on a second. I got to explore that a little bit. Your doctor recommended you getting a neti pot.
Yes.
And instead of getting the neti pot, you got that.
Well, I figured you could put water and salt in it and rinse it out. It's the same shape.
All right.
And like the gypsy I bought it from seemed to think it would work.
Well, they think everything works.
Well, this one, she's not wrong. So, every once in a while you win.
Okay.
Yeah. So, still ready for magic?
I'm ready.
You ready for magic, Joe?
Sure.
All right. I'm the genie. What do you want?
What do I want? That's a big question.
I'm a genie. I only ask big questions.
So,
I didn't necessarily ask for wishes. That's what you want.
yeah, just what do I want?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not too bad. We can make
Wish
it a
is a
wish.
strong word.
Yeah, that is a strong word. Do I go like sappy and sentimental or materialistic, Joe?
You get a
Hey, man,
couple
I think
of
it's
them.
up to you, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, this is an opportunity not many are afforded.
Yeah. Yeah. I would like enough financial resources to be able to back away from the day job and focus on these things that Joe and I are talking about more often.
Okay, that's not going to happen.
Okay.
At least not for me. I mean,
Fair enough.
Yeah, you might win the lottery or something.
Yeah.
My magic doesn't extend that far.
Yeah. I would also like the world to be maybe a little bit of a kinder place. So maybe everyone to be a little bit more relaxed and a little less reactive.
Yeah, people are just assholes. I don't know about that happening either.
Yeah. Okay.
But you can help with your music, though.
Okay. I'll do
Something
my
to
best
aspire
with
to.
that. Yeah.
Not necessarily a wish, but I can give you advice.
Okay. What advice would you have to give?
Play good music.
Okay.
That way people come and see you again.
Very good.
If they're terrible, they won't come back.
Okay.
Well, most of them. Some people, are masochists. So.
Okay. So then I get 3 wishes.
Oh, yeah.
That's the way the Aladdin movie worked.
This isn't a movie. This is real life, man.
Okay. So then for my 3rd wish, Mr. Genie, would be to play better music then.
Okay. Practice watts.
Wow. Okay. Oh. Well.
What happened?
Oh, you're back.
Yeah. Like when he takes over, I just know that it's not me, and I'm back.
You black out a little? Is that?
Yeah, kind of. I guess that's what you call it. I don't know it's never happened in any other context. So.
Well, I mean, you'll get to see what happened later.
Yeah, good thing I'm not like the Moonshine vampire and don't show up on cameras.
Yeah.
Helps document my experiences.
He did turn blue though, right?
The Moonshine vampire. Now, what we should say is though, next time make sure that you're wearing more than one T-shirt, because whatever happened, you don't know yet, but. He's all confused.
Now he's worried.
Now he's concerned.
And we never know what's going to happen on the Moonshine Music Show. Hear some good music, get possessed by a genie.
Yeah.
You get greeted by a genie.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
But I've never been greeted. He just kind of went in. It's
deep.
Yeah, I felt a little violated at first, but afterwards I'm like, yeah, it's not so bad.
All right, everybody. Comedian Brent Lee Smith, the Moonshine Genie. So, after your wishes have been granted, you're going to play better music here. What are the songs you're going to do for us today?
I'm going to do 2 songs. So one is, I guess now a little bit more than a year old, and it's off a little CD that I made last year. It's called Nice and Easy.
Okay.
And so that was actually inspired by a friend that I was at a concert, and he was texting me about kind of rainstorms coming in and how he was walking on the Monon and had dark clouds following him, and I'm like, oh, that's a song line. So kind of built it out from that. And then the second song is called A Pirate's Dream, which was just written here very recently, but something that's developed over, again, probably about 1.5, 2 years. And that was inspired, as you probably personally know, I'm a big Disney fan. And so that was inspired by the story, or some of the stories, and then also fan theories behind the Pirates of the Caribbean ride and the Haunted Mansion ride, at both Disneyland and Magic Kingdom.
So the Disney, theme that's running through this was, I mean, you were all over the Disney's version of the 3 Wishes myth.
Yeah.
So, I feel like this Pirates song might be pretty cool. Do you, I mean, also, a lot of musicians are kind of pirates, in their own way. Right? We've had Seach Ramshackle on. He's definitely a pirate.
Yeah.
So it's good to have another pirate in the fold. So, are you fired up to play some songs?
I am fired up to play some songs, so
Killer.
Make this happen?
Yes, absolutely.
All right.
We'll be right back on Moonshine and Music with Jeremy Crumbaugh.
Thank you, Joe.
Thanks for coming out, man.
Hello, people. My name is Jeremy Crumbaugh, and I'm going to play Nice and Easy, which is off an EP I put out last year called The Place I'm From. Walking the Monon line, dark clouds following me. The world wants me like a dog with fleas. Everyone is such a rush, always in a hurry. I watch the rats run wild, oh how they scrap and scurry. Gonna take it nice and easy as I stumble through this life. Won't worry where I'm heading, try to answer why. Gonna take it nice and easy, take it nice and easy, take it nice and easy, take it nice and easy. Driving with the windows down, this life, where I'm heading. Try to answer why. Gonna take it nice and easy. 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 So I plan imaginary journeys, vacations I won't take. Reality don't suit me, fantasy relates. I wanna rest my bones and empty out my head. Oh, how my legs grew weary as I try to get ahead. Gonna take it nice and easy as I stumble through this life. Where I'm heading, try to answer why. Gonna take it nice and easy. 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 Gonna take it nice and easy as I stumble through this life. Where I'm heading, try to answer why. Gonna take it nice and easy. 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 Thank you, guys. Thank you. And the next song is one that's pretty much brand new. Only played it a couple times out in public, so it's called A Pirate's Dream. I'm floating down the Mississippi River, watching my life in reverse. It's a room stretching to show my curse. Happy scenes revealing lost barrel. What a gift for being so feral. Life had been filled with party and plunder. Now I'm greeted by happy hounds. Chandelier swinging, dancing in taunts. My pants down on a tightrope. The gator, he offers no hope. Floating in the attic was a fortune teller. Viewing my demise 3 times till death do me part. Axe to drown, or taken by cannon, stopping my black heart. The devil doing her part. So I searched the library looking for answers, but only found ghost stories. I've decided this new place is for me. This mansion crowded with haunts, but a treasure still tortures my thoughts. Floating in the attic was a fortune teller. You and my demise 3 times till death do me part. Axe to drown, or taken by cannon, stopping my black heart. The devil doing her part.
Moonshine and Music is a presentation of Notlehs Entertainment. Copyright 2019, all rights reserved. Our producer is Joe Shelton. Our cameraman, grip, and stunt double is Brent Lee Smith. On cameras and all sorts of other stuff, Bailey Shelton. And our staff guru is Brent Schlemmer. Join us each Sunday for more episodes of Moonshine and Music.